Okay, we're going to be talking about the Mortgage Forgiveness Act of 2007. And I just want to make sure you understand exactly what is this law, because this law is ending in December 31st, 2012. And basically, it is something that we do not know yet if Congress will extend this law to help homeowners that are selling their properties as a short sale. Let me explain to you exactly what a mortgage forgiveness debt relief is all about and why it was enacted in 2007. At that time, people were selling their homes as short sales. And to give you an example so I can quickly explain to you what it is this law helps homeowners that are selling their homes as a short sale, is that if your house is worth only $200,000 and you owe to the lender $300,000 and you do a short sale and you get an approval from the lender for $200,000. So imagine you go to the closing table and you're sitting as a seller in one end and the buyer sitting in the other end, and there's an attorney in the middle doing the transaction, making sure that this thing is done right. So the attorney sees that this house has a lien for $300,000. So there's only $200,000 coming from the buyer. So basically there's $100,000 missing that the lender will then say, well, it's not missing. I'm giving this seller an imaginary check for $100,000 and I am so they can complement to the full $300,000 so you can have a free and clear title to sell to the new buyer. So the attorney says, fine. So there's an imaginary check of $100,000, so they have the whole $300,000, and IRS now thinks that $100,000 is income to the seller, which it was very unfair because the sellers are selling these houses, under duress, and they're really in a financial hardship. And on top of that, the IRS says, hey, now you owe me taxes because you just received $100,000 income. I need my money. So when President Bush signed this Debt Relief Act in 2007, essentially says that if you are the primary owner of a house and that is your primary residence, you do not have to pay any taxes. In the same token, it says that if you're an investor and you have houses and that is not your primary residence, you still have to pay taxes on any money forgiven to you by the lender. So now we're looking about whether Congress is going to extend this law at the end of December 31st, 2012 or not. A lot of people have the misconception thinking that this is part of the fiscal cliff problem that we have and has to be cleared out also by the same date, when in reality, even though they may be related to the money issues and money problems that the government has, is not related to the fiscal cliff, and that will be a separate extension of this law if that's what's going to happen in December 2012. Regardless whether this is going to happen or not, there's really, not a decision for you to make because you don't have no control over that. If you're thinking about doing a short sale, and I'm pretty sure you are if you're still watching this video this long, I am pretty sure that this is a very important thing for you. And I want to explain to you what I will tell my clients when they come to me and they're trying to make a decision, and I ask them, what is your other option? Are you going to sell your house? You're not going to sell your house as a short sale because you're not being forgiven the taxes on this? Because when in reality, if you are paying taxes on a $100,000 forgiveness, and you're paying taxes in the 15% bracket, that's a $15,000 bill to you. But the other part of that is that you have a $100,000 burden that you have to continue paying as your house is all underwater for years to come. So your options are not really that plentiful. You either stick with your mortgage, continue paying, or you let it go to foreclosure. And either way, you're better off paying that extra $15,000 to do this. Because a lot of investors now, when they have to pay taxes because they didn't have any mortgage forgiveness debt relief act for them, they're still doing short sales because for them they like to pay $35,000 extra in taxes next year when they're being forgiven $350,000 for all the properties that they owe. So make that decision. And if you live in Maryland, DC, and Virginia, please give me a call. I'll be glad to help you. And my services are really free of charge to you. Have a great day. Hopefully this helped you.